The next thing is that the design smell. Okay, usually we check the design smell at the diagram level lah. Okay, if you use UML, so we check the UML. Okay, either we check at the class diagram, we check at the sequence diagram, activity diagram, and so on. Alright, so the design smell actually a lot of bad design smell. Okay, for example, unused class. Okay, unused class meaning that, example here, if you have class A interact with class B and then suddenly class C. Okay, class C does not interact with any class, so we call it as a unused class. So better to remove or better to check the association or the relationship between the class. Alright, and then we have the class tree like structures. Okay, meaning that you design your class is like tree structures. Okay, meaning that you have one here, here. It's like a tree. Actually, this design is not so good. Okay, when it's come to the coupling, cohesion and coupling, because this one promote a very high coupling and very low cohesion. Okay, for example here, if this one damaged, okay, so this classes cannot interact with the main class. Okay, because this one damaged. Okay, so please avoid this tree like structure design. Okay. And then cycle between class. Okay, meaning that cycle between class, the classes using each other directly or indirectly. Okay, which is not so good. Okay, direct class, for example here. Okay, class A, class B, and then it's like looping to each other. Okay, it's not good in terms of updating the data. Alright. And then the visibility of usage relation. Okay, meaning that the classes offers getters. Okay, to use classes which offers getters, to use class again and again. Okay, that will lead to the message chain problems. Okay, this one will lead to the message chains problems. Okay, meaning that, for example, okay, I remove this one first. Okay, for example, okay, visibility of usage relation will produce the message change problem. Okay, what the message change? Okay, for example here you have class A, and then you have class B, and then you have class C. Okay, so the class C will refer to the class B, and then the class B will refer to the class A. Okay, the class C is already referred to the class B. Okay, in order the class C to want to refer the class A, they will go through the class B first, and then from here they will go through to class A. Okay, but at the same time you put another association, class C direct to the class A. So meaning that you have two, okay, you have two way of communicating between class C to class A. This is the first way, and then this is the second way. Okay, this will produce the message chain problem. Okay, that will introduce bugs. Okay, especially again updating the data here. Okay, maybe class C send the parameter to class B, and then the method will execute and updating some data and put in the database. Okay, but at the same time the class C interact with class A again. Okay, execute the method and update the data, the same field, the same column, the same database. Okay, in DB. So this one will introduce, okay, introduce some problem, for example concurrency problem. Okay, concurrency problem. Okay. This is the example of the design smell. Okay, another example here at the inheritance level. Okay, the first one is refuse parent to bequest. Okay, meaning that class inherit from the parent. Okay, but the throws an exception instead of supporting the method. Okay, but inherited method just doesn't work when called on the class. Okay, this is the refuse parent request. Okay, another one is subclass without the redefinition. Okay, so if you use the extract method, meaning that you extract the got class into the subclass. Okay, but that subclass you not redefine. Okay, so the problem is that they may indicate that the classes do not form the abstraction of the main class. Okay. So another one is the tradition breaker. Okay, meaning that the interface of a class should increase smoothly down to the inheritance hierarchy. Okay, but if a child use only little bequest and add a new unrelated services, this child is a tradition breaker. Okay, and then they will affect the inheritance hierarchy. Okay, they will affect the inheritance hierarchy, especially if you use the tree like structure. Okay, tree like structure design. Alright, and then the refactoring. Okay, this is the most popular one. Okay, meaning that you need to remove such subclasses that unrelated from the hierarchy. Okay, and use the delegation. Okay, and then the final one is the speculative generality. Okay, because sometimes the developer use the abstraction, or the abstraction are created just in case, okay, to support the anticipated future features that never get implemented. Okay, meaning that this one is speculative. Okay, meaning that if you don't want to use that class in your code, so it doesn't make sense to put that class. If you don't want to use that class, just remove. Okay, don't put a class based on speculative. Okay, meaning that you think, in the future I will use that class, so I put, okay, saya letak siap-siap, okay, that class. Oh, no. Okay, if you want to, if there any changes in term of the requirement, then you need to change the class diagram. Okay, not just assume or imagine in the future. It will increase, okay, the complexity of the design, okay, in your design analysis and so on lah. Alright. Okay, as a summary, okay, for this topic backsmell, we have code and design smell. Okay, both are very important. Okay, both are very important. Okay, so indicator that something is wrong about the software, you can find in the internet. Okay, the free tools, you can use a very free tool, okay, to check the detecting smell. Okay, for example, the most popular one is J deodorant. Okay, J deodorant is the supporting tool to check the smell inside your code. Okay. And then for the advanced knowledge, okay, all the back smell actually will lead to the technical debt. Okay, technical debt actually the very advanced knowledge lah. Okay, if you want to know about the technical debt, you can find in journal or conference paper. Alright. And then refactoring is one of the technique to reduce the code and design smell. Okay, so that's why refactoring and design smell is synchronized together. Okay, you cannot have the bad smell only without the refactoring. Okay, this is the summary